Oh, it says I'm live. Okay, cool. It don't waste any time. Like, hold on. It's not wasting any time on this live for the computer to work. It just starts right out. Now, when I'm live streaming on my cell phone, excuse me, it take like 5 hours and 49 minutes before it'll tell me that, I'm live. Meaning, like, it take all day to catch up. It'd be like, what can I say? It'd be a long lag time. It'd be a long lag time. Well, since I'm streaming on my desktop, well, it's not a desktop. Since I'm streaming from my laptop, my Chromebook, it just hooked right up. Thank you so much for coming in. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, Dragon Ball Z. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, Pikachu knees. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. My earring is caught in my hair. Now, this is a horizontal one, so I may not get that many views on here, but that's okay because I am back, my cool peeps. Back from a nice vacation, and I'm sticking to my schedule. I have certain goals that I want to reach, and the only way to reach those goals is to keep moving forward and to keep going. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Today, I will be talking about Claressa Shields. I'm curious about what's going on with her, in addition to what I've already unearthed from her a few days back. For those of you who want to catch up, I did a live stream Claressa Shields video, my first ever Claressa Shields anything commentary on the 20th of May, which is a few days ago. I just set up a Claressa Shields playlist, so thank you everyone who's been watching my Claressa Shields playlist. I really appreciate it. It's considered evergreen content. It's the gift that keeps on giving for our content like that. I feel really comfortable on here. And once again, I'm glad to be back. I am going to get some music up here really quickly. My tablet is charged up. Which song shall I choose for? Oh, this is nice. I'll start in with this. Little soft music in the background. Elevator music. I know I have this set to public. I want to get a pinch more comfortable. I'm going to open the door so I can have a little air. And now that I'm using my Chromebook, y'all, I need to figure out where to put this tablet so I need to sit this tablet somewhere because I'm actually playing my music off my tablet. So I need to figure out where to put the tablet. Maybe I'll sit it over here. I'm quite sure you all can hear the music. It should be up enough to drown out the noise of the TV because I opened the door in my workspace. And so let's keep moving forward. I have a survey down at the bottom asking whether or not if you know who Claressa Shields is or not. As big as her name is, there's people who just don't know who she is. I already did my show for Morning Mood today at 5 a.m. ET time. This is my second bonus video. So I need to minimize this so I can pull up the screen. So as of now, I want to know what's going on with Claressa Shields currently. That's where we're going to start. What's going on? Currently, as of May 25th, 2026. So that's what I'm asking AI overview right now. I'm like, yo, AI overview. And it's like, hey, LA. I'm like, yo, can you please tell me what's going on currently with Claressa Shields as of today? Now, for my peace of mind, I had to make sure I keep my notes written down here. So on my clipboard, this is the first thing I'm going to be talking about. And I'm going to do my best to take my time. I'm going to talk like no one's in here. What's going on? Oh, because no one's in here. What's going on with Claressa as of today, May 25th, 2026? So that's the question I have. So according to AI, shouts out to AI, Claressa the GWOAT, GWOAT, Shields is dealing with the fallout of an indefinite ban from all most valuable promotions events following a physical altercation with rival Alicia Baumgartner at an MVP MMA event in Inglewood, California. According to AI, it says the MVP banned an altercation. The incident during. Wait a second now. Did I just see? Oh, that's hot. Dang, I wish y'all could see what I'm seeing. It says here, the MVP banned an altercation according to AI overview. The incident during the VIP gathering at the Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carrero MMA card. Baumgartner approached Shields to shake hands. Okay, shake hands. Shields slapped her hand away, resulting in a physical scuffle that requires security to separate the two champions. Now, you don't go slapping folks' hands away unless somebody disrespected you. But even if somebody disrespect you, wouldn't, the wise move is to not acknowledge the hand, and just ignore the handshake completely, or even in a higher sense of spirit, a higher sense of professionalism. Even though you guys may have beef, it will be a whole nother can of wax to deal with if you show what's going on behind the scenes. So the best move is to just shake his or her hand to keep people out your business and move forward. But once again, according to AI overview, the MVP banned an altercation. The incident during the VIP gathering at the Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carrero MMA card, Baumgartner approached Shields to shake hands. Shields slapped her hand away, resulting in a physical scuffle that required security to separate the two champions. Now, I don't know about all that scuffling and stuff because the scuffle sounds like it was a physical back and forth. I just thought it was more of a Claressa put her hands on Baumgartner, of course. But I thought Baumgartner stood down, but she was using her words, so I wouldn't call that a scuffle. At least when I was growing up, a scuffle comprised of two or more parties and they were actually fighting. So the ban, citing a strict zero tolerance policy for outside the ring hospitality. Outside the ring hospitality, if only. According to AI, the ban, citing a strict zero tolerance policy for outside the ring hostility. MVP, co-founded by Jake Paul, banned Shields indefinitely. Now, this is news right here. I didn't know Jake Paul banned her. Now, Jake Paul is a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a dude. You're a dude. She's a dude. Because we're all dudes. Hey, I'm a dude. Welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order? I need to write this down because this is something else I want to look at. I did not know that Jake Paul, wow, I didn't know that. So I didn't know that Jake Paul banned Shields. I thought it was just the MVP itself, like the entity. I didn't know it was a specific person behind it who did it. The legal aftermath. Bumgarner released a statement asserting she was physically a word without provocation and indicated she would pursue legal action. Shields has countered on social media claiming she was threatened and verbally attacked first. Well, verbally attacked, as harsh as words can be, there's still no grounds to put your hands on someone. I know that much for sure. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words may never hurt you. But those words do hurt. Words do hurt. But you still have to stand your ground until said party actually reaches over and try to touch you. That's the only time you can actually defend yourself. But so that don't even count. You cannot even do that. You know, when we're in school, we all went through the hazing of getting talked about. They called it ranking, roasting, capping, burning. You know, all that stuff is the same thing. Yo, mama jokes and all the whole thing. In growing up, unfortunately, as bad as it was supposed to help us grow tough skin, because all real life is basically high school on steroids. So you're going to still have to deal with people with deep insecurity, but the thing is, it's just going to get worse and it's going to get bigger. And I'm talking about people collectively in general, like Damien from whatever that movie was called. I know it wasn't Night of the Living Dead, but Damien, he started out as an innocent little child, but he still was bad. And the bigger he got, the bigger the problems got. And that's pretty much, unfortunately, what we as humans have to deal with in this world. Is high school on steroids. So you've got mean people, insecure people, and all the things you dealt with high school. So you have to go into your high school bag and figure out what you did to maneuver through to avoid all that type of stuff. And you have to apply it until kingdom come. According to AI overview, we've got career status as to what's going on as of today for Claressa Shields. I'm curious to see what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. Wow. Thank you for coming in. The comments are actually showing up on my side. I was wondering if I would be able to see the comments because I'm sharing the screen on my menu here. So I'm reading the screen, and so I have it divided into two panels. So thank you for your comments. Good morning to you. Thank you so much. And thank you for your comments. I like your comments you leave. And I have to be specific. I'm talking about Black Dot right now. And so we have here, it's got current career status, recent ring action, and next steps. According to AI, recent ring action. Earlier this year, Shields successfully defended her undisputed heavyweight title in a blockbuster rematch against Frencion Cruz Desron. That's a catchy name, even though I'm probably saying it wrong. It's nice. At Detroit's Little Caesars Arena. Shouts out to Detroit. Next step, she currently has no new fights officially scheduled, but is locked into a massive multi-fight deal and has teased the major upcoming fight announcement. So in my next note, I'm going to write that down. So what I just learned today in this moment, well, in the live stream, I did not know that Jake Paul was the one who banned Claressa. I thought it was the company itself. That's one thing I want to go back to. And the next thing and after that I want to talk about is to research what is, I want to know more information on Claressa's scheduling, because it says here, it meaning AI overview, that Claressa Shields is locked into a massive multi-fight deal. I want to see if I can look up those massive fights that are supposed to be coming up. So I'm going to write that down too, because that's something else I need to come back and look at. Can you please list the massive multi fight deals she has coming up? I hope that's enough information so when I ask again. She currently has no new fights officially scheduled, but is locked into a massive multi-fight deal. My question is, if she currently has no new fights officially scheduled, how is she locked into a massive multi-fight deal? Is it just done on projection? And when this deal was locked into place, was it before Claressa really started to kind of get out of control? I know businesses do projection and stuff, and that's how they base a lot of things on predictability. So that's the only thing I can think of, because as of right now, what's really going on? Yeah, exactly. Doesn't make sense to me. So before I get to the Jake Paul of it all, since I've already opened up this can, I'm getting ready to ask AI Overview if it can provide us some information regarding this point. Can please provide me more information about her being into a massive multi So what I'm asking is, like, who is she scheduled to fight? So that's what I'm asking AI right now, to see if it can break it down. Can you please provide for me more information about Claressa being officially scheduled to a massive multi-deal fight? Like, who is she scheduled to fight? According to AI, my cool peeps, as of right now, there are no specific opponents officially scheduled for the remaining fights on Claressa Shields' massive multi-fight contract. Here is the exact breakdown of how that deal works and where her fight schedule currently stands. The record-breaking deal details. The contract value. Shields signed a historic 2-year promotional deal worth a guaranteed minimum of $8 million. So that's that $8 million she's always harping about. The breakdown of Claressa Shields' $8 million, which also included a massive undisclosed signing bonus. Yikes. It stands as one of the most lucrative contracts in the history of women's combat sports. I'm crying for her, because it's an $8 million signing bonus. Oh, that's scary. Because the way she's spending money, based on the videos I've been seeing, that's a lot to pay back. Continuing on with AI Overview, y'all, I'm sad. That's not cool. The backers. The contract is a unique cross-promotional partnership between her longtime boxing promoters, Salida Promotions, and the music label Win Records. Maybe so. I'm reading it now with Win Records. It's got here, the contract is a unique cross-promotional partnership between her longtime boxing promoters, Salida Promotions, and the music label Win Records. The fights, according to AI. The contract does not lock in a strict number of matches. Instead, it serves as an open-ended, multi-fight framework designed to maximize major entertainment and sporting events over a 2-year period. Yeah, that's the thing people never think about. You have to pay it back with interest, and that's scary. That's too much to take. I wouldn't want to I would be flattered. I kid you not. I would be flattered to think that I'm worth a eight. If I was in Claressa Shields shoes, I would be flattered for one company to think that I'm worth an $8 million basically a loan. That says a lot, but I wouldn't take it all. No sir, no sir, Bob. Yeah, I'm sad. I kind of got sick to my stomach after reading this. So what I want to do, so I can have some clarification as well, I'm going to read this whole block out loud under uninterrupted so I can hear everything and take everything in. And so if you all can hear it too and take it in, or if you want to make clips out of it, you'll be able to make clips out of it because I'm going to read it all the way straight through. So my question is, my cool peeps, can you please provide me more information about her, Claressa Shields, being officially scheduled into a massive multi-fight deal? Like who is she scheduled to fight? According to AI Overview, as of right now, there are no specific opponents officially scheduled for the remaining fights on Claressa Shields' massive multi-fight contract. Here is the exact breakdown of how that deal works and where her fight schedule currently stands. The record-breaking deal details, according to AI. The contract values. Shields signed a historic 2-year promotional deal worth a guaranteed minimum of $8 million, which also included a massive undisclosed signing bonus. It stands as one of the most lucrative contracts in the history of women's combat sports. The backers. According to AI Overview, the contract is a unique cross-promotional partnership between her long-term boxing promoter, Salida Promotions, and the music label Win Records. The fights. The contract, according to AI Overview, does not lock in a strict number of matches. Instead, it serves as an open-ended multi-fight framework designed to maximize major entertainment and sporting events over a 2-year period. What is the taking of this? My cool peeps, what did you take from this? What I took from this is that Claressa is not looking good for her. She got an $8 million signing bonus, and unfortunately, from my lens, the way she's been buying so many luxury items and stuff, it seems as though she's burning through that money quick, fast, and in a hurry. And that's scary. Because from the outside looking in, it don't seem like she invested her money into anything. I am not here to do the Inspector Gadget and pocket watch her. But from what's been given, she's gonna blow through that money so fast, and she's gonna be in one of those situations like what's his name? Bruno Mars, if you know what I mean. I'm so sad for her. But she's got a lot of traction on her side right now, although it's bad press. Claressa, if you're listening, you've got a lot of people listening to you right now. I'm quite sure split down the bill. Half of the people are rooting for you, and half of the people want you to stop. So with this, Claressa, if you're listening, you can still use this opportunity to save face, and I hope that you do, because I do not want to see you lose. You come from the same state I'm from. And you're from Flint, Fly NT. I'm from Saginaw, the Sag Nasty, 989. Okay? So you and I are from the same area, and I don't want to see you go down bad. But I am worried for you because of the $8 million signing bonus that you got. I don't want you to overspend, but it seems like you are. But once again, you still can use this to turn the car around. I hope that you can just come clean and admit to yourself and say, y'all, I effed up. I am so sorry. I did get an ego. I did a lot of things. When I grew up, a lot of people talked bad about me. And all I wanted to do was just shove it back in their face. Well, Claressa, you did a good job doing that. Now it's time to put on your big girl boxing gloves and show the world that you can still get it and not be so mean. Kind of like Beyonce, the best revenge is your paper and success. Now that that journey is over with, you assumingly want to just shove it back in their faces of people just being mean to you from elementary, middle school, high school, college campus, wherever you went, church, wherever you went. It's time to hang that up. Retire that. Retire that and walk into your womanhood and be that beautiful woman. No shade. I've seen many pictures with Claressa when she looking regular and she do look nice. So I'm hoping the best for her. I am scared for her. I don't want to see her lose. I want her to win because there's so much more that she can contribute to us as a whole. She's got a whole story out there that I'm quite sure a lot of people would like to have rehashed. I mean, she came up from the bottom, now she here. Take Fantasia, for example. Y'all remember Fantasia Barrino, her story? Boy, she lost so many times, but she didn't use that against anybody. My brother lives in Lansing. He is very successful. He has a nice home with beautiful, yeah, the good life. So congratulations to all my people from Michigan, to all my cool peeps from Flint, all my cool peeps from 989 Saginaw, Michigan. Yeah, I don't want to see her go down. You know, I still believe there's time to turn the car around, but it's going to take urgency. So if anybody who has access to Claressa, just let her know that I want her to win. We've got this part here. So that's the information I read for the breakdown. My cool peeps, there's a little bit more regarding her contract that she's in. Under, can you please provide me more information about her being officially scheduled into a massive multi-fight deal? Like, who is she scheduled to fight? I just read the record-breaking deal details. Now we have, who has she fought under this deal? Oh, AI, that's a good question. And yes, tough times don't last. Tough times simply don't last because it's run its course. And sometimes when those tough times run its course, some people end out on the wrong side of the tracks. So yes, I want these tough times to end for Claressa, but I don't want her tough times to end on the wrong side of the tracks. Who has she fought under this deal, according to AI? The first official fight under this record breaking contract already took place earlier this year. The matchup: Shields fought a high profile rematch against her longtime rival, Francione Cruz Desrume. Y'all, that sounds like some ice cream. That's a dope name. Francione Cruz Desrume. I know I said the name wrong. You said the name wrong, Alex. I know. Charge it to my head and not my heart. The results on February 22nd, 2026. You're laughing at me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like those laughing emojis I see flying. Thank you. High five. Bam. The results on February 22nd, 2026, Shields secured a dominant victory at Detroit's Little Caesars Arena, successfully retaining her undisputed women's heavyweight championship. Who's next, according to AI? While no opponent is locked in, Shields' team is actively scanning the landscape for high revenue matchups. She previously attempted to lure retired champion Layla Ali out of retirement with a rumored $15 million offer, but Ali declined. I did do a little bit more research listening to that, and yeah, she did decline. And Miss Layla Ali also provided the reasons as to why she declined. But I get it. Because her contract allows flexibility, her meaning Claressa, Because her contract allows flexibility across promotions, her next opponent will depend heavily on the fallout of her recent MVP ban and whether she decides to pivot her next match towards boxing on her parallel MMA contract with PFL. Yes, Miss Layla Ali is retired, but if I'm understanding correctly, Claressa had asked the legendary Layla Ali to come out of retirement so she could ante up with her. But Layla Ali did decline, and she did state her reasons as to why she didn't want to do that. So I'm curious. Now, I am definitely not well versed in boxing, but with this last paragraph here, because her contract allows flexibility across promotions, her next opponent will depend heavily on the fallout of her recent MVP ban. So, having said that, this situation that she's in, you know how music artists have different tours and stuff, and they call it different names, like the I Ain't Mad at You tour, or the Reunited tour, or the Big Payback tour. If they repackage this for Claressa so she can fulfill her contractual duty, they can call this the Claressa Shields Apology Tour, where she don't have to box all pathetically. She still can bring her A game, but this could be called the Claressa Shields Apology Tour, or the turning the car around, turning the new leaf boxing sector, or whatever. So at this rate, it might be difficult for her to find people to box because of this whole situation, unfortunately, with being banned, and because what she did with Baumgartner. Top of the morning. How you doing? Bam. Thank you for coming in. So, and how you doing? So yeah, I'm still thinking that there's still hope for her, and I'm thinking of the ways that her team can help restructure this, but I'm also seeing it for what it is. Now, I want to wow, this is a lot. I kind of want to go back to the whole Jake Paul situation. I didn't know Jake Paul was the one who actually banned her from here. I did not know that Jake Paul was the one who banned Claressa. Pulling up the information. Did you know that Jake Paul was the one who banned Claressa from the MVP thingy? I didn't know that neither. I just learned that today. So here's the information. I had to get to that. Jake Paul is the co-founder and primary face of Most Valuable Promotions, known as MVP, my cool peeps, which is why his name is heavily attached to the decision to ban Claressa Shields. Following the backstage incident between Shields and Alicia Baumgartner, Paul and his company took a firm stance to protect their brand and their roster. You know, business and pleasure. Like, this is when business and friendship has a fine line. So if I'm going in business with my friends, I will hope that my friends will understand that there's friendship and there's business, and you cannot get the two mixed up. So Paul just did a business move. According to AI Overview, following the backstage incident between Shields and Alicia Baumgartner, Paul and his company took a firm stance to protect their brand and their roster. Y'all almost said rooster. The dynamic behind the band. Protecting his roster. Alicia Baumgartner is officially signed as an MVP fighter because the altercation took place in a private VIP area at an MVP hosted event. Jake Paul's promotion enforced a strict, quote, zero tolerance policy, end quote, regarding physical aggression outside the ring. It's like you don't even even need a contract to know that you had to have decency. Moving forward, the personal feud. The band has quickly escalated to a direct public feud between Shields and Paul. Oh my gosh! So you mean Claressa is tripping with y'all? I cannot. Claressa, girl, why would you get mad? Because he's just following protocol. The band has quickly escalated into a direct public feud between Shields and Paul. Shields went on social media to claim that the band is entirely meaningless to her, stating that Paul's promotion had previously tried to sign her to a contract and she turned them down. Turned down for what? Turned down for what? My cool peeps, I just came out with a small video in the Claressa Shields playlist, and I asked, do you think that Claressa Shields missed the bag with having the opportunity to potentially fight Alicia Baumgartner? Potentially missing that is because the two women are in different classification rankings, meaning one is heavier than the other, and the one that's heavier than the other, quite naturally, is Claressa's, and Miss Alicia is smaller. But I think that would have been a global opportunity for the two to meet in the middle, meaning for Claressa to just slowly lose the weight so they can meet into the middle and then they could fight. So why would she pass up an opportunity like that? That's just like Layla Ali saying, you know what, Claressa, girl, I'm gonna do my big one just so I can bridge the gap between the youngest and the old heads like myself. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on a little weight so I could come up to your level just to show how of a boss I am, so we can meet in the ring. You know? So in my mind, it's like Claressa missed a good opportunity. And here we go right here. It looks like she missed another bag with Jake Paul. This is crazy. I have to write this down. I don't want to count up the cost, but the cost I'm counting up rhymes with loss. Number 4. I'm only half hour in, and I'm already writing number 4 in notes. So Shields went on social media to claim, according to AI, that the band is entirely meaningless to her, stating that Paul's promotion had previously tried to sign her to a contract and she turned them down. Ah, man. Why did she turn down a marvelous opportunity? I'm writing these down instead of typing it. To sign with Jake Paul. You said, yeah, that was an L, definitely. Claressa Shields is a sore loser. That's too bad. Carrying on with what AI Overview said under the category of I did not know that Jake Paul was the one who banned Claressa. We've got under the dynamic behind the band, there's one more point here, and it's called the GWOAT, GWOAT debate. The GWOAT debate. Shields also accused Paul and MVP of actively trying to erase her history and disrespect her legacy by calling other female fighters on the MVP roster the real GWOAT, greatest woman of all time, a title Shields heavily guards for her own brand. Claressa, it's a compliment. Not only did he want to extend his hand out and work with you and sign with you, by him saying that, he likes the woke thing. It's not saying that he wants to take away what you have, which is dope. You do have the woke trademark, but that's just saying outwardly and indirectly on the business level to let the press know that, hey, I'm digging what this lady's got going on. I want her to work with me, and I'm also feeling the thing that she trademarked called the GWOAT, GWOAT, with her energy and my energy, her press and my press, and me signing up Jake Paul, all these baddies on my roster. We can make a conglomerate right here. And in the bigger scheme of things, we can take the GWOAT trademark by Claressa and in partnership with Paul to a whole nother level. We could have the GWOAT girls of Jake Paul take it to the arena of like wrestling. You know how sick that would have been? You know how dope it would have been to have a Claressa wrestling figure to buy? You know how dope that would have been? It's not necessarily people trying to take things away all the time. Oh man, this was such a wonderful situation. She has so many opportunities, man. I'm weeping for her a little bit. I'm weeping. Just like when I was weeping for Drake when Kendrick laid into him lyrically. I wept for Drake for like 5 seconds. I feel so sorry for him. I had to have a moment of silence, and I'm weeping a little bit the more and more I find out about Claressa. I'm finding out stuff that I don't want to find out. You know what I mean? And it's making me sad. But I need to be well educated on this because I'm curious. So y'all, I'm learning more of this stuff together. She needs to check her ego. Is going to be her downfall. That's the scary thing. Do you think that with people with egos, do you think they even know they have that going on? Kind of like that situation. Remember the story where we grew up? It was a nursery story that the emperor's new clothes or something like that. The emperor was surrounded by a lot of yes men to the point that he didn't have anything on one day, and all the yes men people said oh yes, your majesty, you look beautiful, you look great, you look divine. And he walked out there and embarrassed himself, and he didn't have anything on. Unfortunately, that's what this situation is with Claressa. So with an ego plus being sheltered around by a bunch of yes people, how will she be able to see? Do she ever have time to sit by herself? Like how I'm sitting kind of by myself. But I mean, do you think she ever had the time to sit still and just go through everything and really reflect? Unfortunately, I hear the stories like on YouTube, because there's YouTubers who have gotten out of jail and stuff, and they come on YouTube and they monetize their stories from going into jail or prison and talk about how they were so far gone in the life that they were living. It wasn't until they unfortunately went to jail and or prison and had to sit down, and that was the only time that they could actually reflect, because that it was just them and the four walls. That was the only time because they had to. So right now, I don't think, my cool peeps, with all the money that Claressa has access to and so many things that she probably wants to buy and so much she wants to do now that she has money, the money too is blinding her from being able to sit down and listen. I wish that there was a way for Iyanla Vanzant to rescue her and take her away for 2-week retreat to Iyanla's house like she had on TV, and just have her get back in tune with herself. Shed all that armor that she have to defend herself so she can be reminded of just who she is before she lose it all. I see some more comments. I'm going to read them. I don't think she recognizes it in herself. Like It's like a response to the trauma she's been through. Yeah, exactly. The people around her definitely feeding into it. Gotta learn how to sit with yourself and be humble. So I will not place all of this on Claressa. I am delegating some of the blame on the people around her who are enabling her to do this. Shame on you all, cuz that's not cool. You're not thinking big enough. You're not thinking big enough. There's so many ways that she can turn this car around so you all can continue to eat and strive for 20, 25 years from now. There's so many ways to get creative like Minecraft and secure it for a longer time. But I like what you said. Gotta learn how to sit with yourself and be humble. Sit with yourself and be humble. Find a small little closet in your room, in your house, and just be with yourself and just think. And you know, when this is coming from a place of experience, like going somewhere private and quiet, that used to be a difficulty of mine growing up because I didn't have any privacy growing up based on the upbringing I had. I was sheltered and they monitored everything I did. So when I finally did get some moments of silence, I enjoyed it because I was able to talk out loud. You know how I'm talking and kicking it with you, my cool peeps, right now? There was things going on in my mind that I wish I could have written in my journal, but I couldn't write in my journal because I was scared that my parents would see or I was writing, then I would be in even more trouble. So I would just journal out loud the stuff that was going on in my head and just actually getting it out. As sad as it was, as bad as it sounded, it felt weird hearing it come up out. But the fact of the matter of me just acknowledging myself that these things were going on in my mind, it did feel a little bit better. And it helped me to be able to start thinking a little bit more clearly. I wish it happened a lot faster, but Claressa might be faster on that note, you know? So I'm just saying you have to start somewhere. When you go for your walks, Claressa, or your jogs or somewhere, that could be the perfect place. You have your music on, but you're just doing your what do you call it, shadow boxing, and you're just running, and you can say all the things out loud somewhere private, like, I hated when people talked about me, I hated when people called me ugly, I hated that dude stole my man, or I hated that girl stole my man. You know, girls call girls bros nowadays. Unfortunately, girls call girls bros, but you know what I mean. There's no shade behind it, but all the stuff that make her mad, just get it out and be real with yourself and be like, but you know what? I'm not that anymore. You know, it's just so much. It's so much that she can do to turn the car around. Back to the computer here. What I want to do is read a portion all the way through so we can just stay in the loop of where we are that led me to these thoughts that I just had. According to AI, the quote debate, Shields also accused Paul, an MVP, of actively trying to, quote, erase her history, end quote, and disrespect her legacy by calling other female fighters on the MVP the real quote, greatest woman of all time, a title Shields heavily guards on her own brand, for her own brand. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Claressa did trademark that. That's her thing because she wears it around her necklace. Wears it around her neck as a necklace. We have here Ultimately, while the official statement came from the corporate entity of most valuable promotions, Jake Paul holds the executive power over who is allowed at his events, making him the driving force behind her indefinite exclusion. That's messed up. Right. I hope she did too, because that's really cool. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here under the sun. I am your host, ELAY, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. And we are gathered around here, the forest fire, the bonfire, the dumpster fire, and my favorite, the ring of fire before or after the rising sun, to talk about what's going on today, May 25th, 2026, with Claressa Shields. And I've learned a few things in just this short time. What we've gone over, because we're approaching the top of the hour. I did not know that Jake Paul banned Claressa. Can you please list the massive multi-fight deals she have coming up? Why did she turn down a marvelous opportunity to sign with Jake Paul? So now I want to know, why did she turn down a marvelous opportunity? However you spell marvelous, Marvelous. If only I can get smart by osmosis. Why did she turn down a marvelous opportunity with Jake Paul? When I see I'm saying the word marvelous, but I'm thinking of the marvelous misadventures of Flapjack. For those of you who are familiar with Cartoon Network, there's a show that comes on called the marvelous misadventures of Flapjack. Flapjack! Okay, I'm looking for the answer. I push enter. Where's my answer at? AI overview. Where's my answer? Where's my answer? I know y'all heard me typing this question in. Y'all heard me typing this question in. I don't see the answer though. I gotta type it again. What happened? Oh, I gotta type it again. Cue the ugly cry. Where my ugly cry emoji at? I'll get ready to put my ugly cry emoji in here. Where is it? Where is it? I gotta type it again. Dang it. Why? I'm typing the question in again. Did she turn down a marvelous opportunity with Jake? So I'm asking AI overview, why did she turn down a marvelous opportunity with Jake Paul, in hopes that it would give us a little bit more detail opposed to what we just read. Even though that was answer enough, I want to know more. More tea, sir. No, smack, get out of my line. Please, sir, may I have some more? More? Was that in Oliver Twist or something? That Oliver Twist? Those classic stories that we read when we were growing up. I'm like, the child just asked if he could have some more food, and he was like, more. I'm like, dang. So according to AI, why did she turn down a marvelous opportunity with Jake Paul? Claressa Shields turned down Jake Paul's most valuable promotion MVP primarily because the money offered was not high enough. And she felt the promotion disrespected her legacy. Oh, everybody wants to be a cat, but a cat's the only cat Who knows where it's at? Oh, yeah. Everybody wants to be a cat. Hallelujah. Everybody wants to be a cat. Aristocrats. Claressa Shields turned down Jake Paul's most valuable promotion MVP primarily because the money offered was not high enough, and she felt the promotion disrespected her legacy. It's like I'm watching the movie and I'm at the screen and I'm like, don't do it, girl. I'm rooting for you. I was rooting for you. Tyra Banks. I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you. Even Chewbacca was rooting for you. Chewbacca having a fit. Claressa, no. When Shields was a free agent, according to AI Overview, she held serious negotiations with MVP, but ultimately walked away like Craig David due to two main sticking points. Number one, financial disagreements. Boy, if I had the opportunity, why do it seem like all the wrong people get blessed with all the great opportunities? Oh, please, sir, I grovel at your feet. If you could just give me half or 3/4 of what you're giving them, I would gladly report to the Call of Duty and do my work and fight strong and box strong. I don't box or anything, but you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to paint a picture here. I'm trying to paint a picture. Thank you, my cool piece, for pressing the thumbs up. It really helps. All that stuff we supposed to say. According to AI Overview, financial disagreements. It just wasn't enough. Never enough. Never enough. Never for me. That song was from Never Enough was from The Greatest Showman. According to AI Overview, Shields explicitly stated in interviews that MVP's free agent contract offer simply did not meet her financial expectations. Financial expectations. Jake Paul's partner and MVP co-founder, Nakissa Ryan, I messed that up, attempted to put together a multi-million-dollar package. How do you attempt to put together a multi-million-dollar package? Rich people problems. Claressa, you walked away from somebody who was trying to attempt to put together a multi-million. In the words of D.L. Hughley, I'm just the mother who trying to put together one big piece of chicken so my husband can have something hearty enough to eat when he get home from work. I'm sewing wings together. I'm sewing chicken thighs together to give him one big old piece of chicken. You know, it must be nice to be able to walk away from people who putting together multi-millions of dollars. Must be real nice. You know what I'm tired of walking away from? Kool-Aid. Y'all see how much Kool-Aid costs now? I cannot. Yes, sewing wings together make one big chicken so your man can have something to eat when he come home from a hard day's work. I got that joke and revised it because that's from D.L. Hughley when he was on Comic View BET. Shouts out to D.L. Hughley. That's one of the jokes he said that stuck with me. Chicken legs in the chat. I'm about to put some chicken legs in the chat. Chicken leg. And then I get back to the topic. Leg. Oh, come on. Chicken leg. How is that so hard to find? There it is. Chicken legs in the chat. Bam. Everything is expensive these days. Yeah. I used to like Claressa and spoke to her a few times. Wow. During the Tyrannosaurus Rex situation. I don't like the direction that she's going. Neither do I. I don't. I really don't. It's like going to a high school reunion and you see someone that you really like going into the direction of like they are or have participated in street pharmaceuticals, and it's like no, what can you do to help? Big mama sitting on her high horse meaning her super duper lazy boy with tons of pillows. All you can do is pray. Maybe so, because it don't seem like I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who feel the way I feel. We're all pleading with Claressa to snap out of it. Snap, crackle, pop out of it. So I know I'm not the only one. When words and crying and pleading with the person don't work, I guess you got to do like Big Mama and go into your prayer closet and pray for her and pray that she sees the light at the end of the tunnel. I'd rather see the light at the end of the tunnel than flames and spikes at the end of the tunnel. Are you aware of the petition they have to have her canceled? It's to what? Now the petition, I did hear that this morning. I didn't touch on it yet, but since you're here, I heard the information. I'm going to show you because I like giving credit when I remember. I actually heard that information from Boxing Geo. I'm subscribed to his platform, so I actually heard it from him this morning, right when I was getting ready for my 5 a.m. show today. So I actually had that on. But now that you mention it, that's where I got the information from. Can you see it? Once again, shouts out to Boxing Geo. I did hear about that. And I was surprised that when I typed in AI overview, I specifically asked, like, what is going on with Claressa Shields today as of May 25th, 2026. I honestly thought the petition information would come up, but it didn't, which is why we're here. This is fine and well, too, because I'm learning stuff, more stuff that I wish I did find out, but I'm learning more stuff about her situation. Thank you for that. So what I'll do is write it down in my notes. So if I get sidetracked, I need to come back. Claressa's petition. I'm writing it down now. Please take the time. If you don't use pen and paper or pencil and paper, you don't want to forget how to write. You don't want to forget how to write. We're typing everything nowadays, so writing will become a lost art soon. She needs to go to Flint for a couple of, I want to read that comment. Let me see if I can pull it up. She needs to go to Flint for a couple of weeks to remind her where she came from. Man, I'm not from Flint, but I do like Flint. I'm not from Detroit, but I do like Detroit. I'm from Saginaw 989. And it's tough, man. It's tough everywhere you go. So it's like, where do you want to struggle, man? You know, where you want to struggle at? They can't handle her, and I can't stand the cancel culture. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, this cat dog back there. That's one of my many onesies I have. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we have on here. Thank you. I think that means I need the link, ma'am. I don't really have people come on to my show like that. Maybe later in the future. Cause what I have going now works great. But if you want to talk in the comments, I can definitely read them off. But thank you for asking. I can say that and I acknowledge your comment. And how you doing? Bam. Cat dog is cool, isn't it? Cat dog. Cat dog. My mom didn't like that show, so I think that's what made me like Cat Dog more, because she didn't like it. She thought it was gross. So I'm like, well, since mama don't like it, I do. Dun, dun. Gravy Train dog food, Gravy Train dog food. Oh man, thank you so much. So we have here in reference to I asked, why did Claressa turn down a marvelous opportunity with Jake Paul? Financial disagreement. And I lost it after reading that. Shields explicitly stated in interviews that MVP's free agent contract offer simply did not meet her financial expectations. Jake Paul's partner and MVP co-founder Nikisha Berderin, I know I said that name wrong, attempted to put together a multi-million-dollar package. However, Shields publicly called the purse offers for proposed matchups such as a co-main event fight against Sadasha Green insulting and too low for a fighter of her stature. She instead signed her record-shattering $8 million guarantee contract with Salida Promotions and Win Records. Used to be my favorite show. My mom hated it too. Exactly. It's on Tubi. Exactly. You know, cartoons, y'all, it keeps your world going, you know? When you had to escape from listening to all this stuff, like what I'm talking about, and from watching the news and dealing with everything going up, watching cartoons is not immature. It keeps you sane because it takes your mind off of the bull, takes you back to happy moments in your life. Even if you had a few happy moments or an abundant amount of happy moments, it takes you back to the memorable times, and you find yourself laughing like, what the H did I just see? So congratulations on that, man. We've got here number 2 reason why Claressa decided not to sign with Jake Paul, which is ridiculous to me. The battle for the GWOAT title. A major personal and professional roadblock was Jake Paul's marketing of his own marquee fighter. What do you mean, own marquee fighter? Now I know they're not talking about Biz Marquee. You know what I'm saying? I need to see further in the matter. A major personal and professional roadblock was Jake Paul's marketing of his own marquee fighter, Amanda Serrano. Shields, who has fiercely branded herself as the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time, after winning consecutive Olympic gold medals and becoming an undisputed champion in multiple weight classes, accused Paul of trying to steal her name. Shields, according to AI Overview, stated, quote, "He tried to steal my name and gave it to Amanda Serrano when I built it up," end quote. Following her recent ban, according to AI, Shields reiterated this frustration, blasting MVP for consistently trying to erase her history, overlook her accomplishments, and disrespect her hard work by elevating other fighters over her. How is this a disrespect when he wanted to bring her on? What's going on, Soundwaves? Let me go back for the one time. Let me find that lady's name again. Amanda Serrano. A major personal and professional roadblock with Jake Paul's marketing of his own marquee fighter, Amanda Serrano. Don't laugh at me. Boo! I can take it. Cue ugly cry. Looks like LA's not gonna be the candidate contestant for the spelling bee, nor will I be a prime contestant for the enunciation bee. We've got the spelling bee and we've got the enunciation bee, to which I will fail conclusively in both. I'll be like, where the snack table at? Because I know I ain't fist to win. So you got to know your strong suits. You got to know where you're strong at. You got to know where you're weak at. Ha. I said, you got to know where you're strong at. Ha. I'm breaking out into a James Brown sweat, and you got to know where you're weak at. Ha. I know where I'm weak at. Ha. And that's in the suit of spelling. I cannot spell to save my life. Okay, moving forward. One time I spelled my name wrong on the check and I couldn't cash it for a month. Do. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Where are we at? In reference to why Claressa decided not to work with Jake Paul, here's some more situations. Shields stated, we talked about that. He tried to steal my name and gave it to Amanda Serrano when I built it up. End quote. There you go again, Soundwave. Serrano. Sure. Amanda Smirnoff. Yeah, that's close enough. Amanda Smirnoff. Following her recent ban, Shields reiterated this frustration, blasting MVP for consistently trying to erase her history, overlook her accomplishments, and disrespect her hard work by elevating other fighters over her. Elevate where? I thought they was all in this together like High School Musical. They were supposed to be under an umbrella to work together. You know, I tell you, man, when everybody want to be the lead singer, that's when poop hits the fan. Yes, Amanda Smirnoff. Yeah, girl. Now, when they change your name to that, I need you to come on Amanda Smirnoff and drop something in my collection plate. She gonna be like, yeah, LA, that girl is so funny. I decided to change my entire name to be Amanda Smirnoff. And because of LA, because she's so cool and copacetic, yes, I said copacetic, even though it's not into the time frame that I was born in, I now have a sponsorship with Smirnoff's, and that changed my life forever. Yeah, girl, I'll be here waiting. I'll be waiting whenever you need me, forever and always. I'll always be. Baywatch music. Dun, dun, dun. Forever and always. I'll always be. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, dang, y'all gonna finish the song or what? I'm like, y'all driving over Troy trucks? For those of you who don't know, I just was trying to sing the original Baywatch theme song. So when you go watch the original Baywatch theme song, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Following her recent ban, according to AI, Shields already read that part. Lost my place. Missed another show. David Ruffin lost my place. Ultimately, Shields chose to maintain her independence and secure a higher guaranteed payout elsewhere, rather than join a promotion where she felt she will have to share top billing and her hard-earned moniker. Are you interested in learning more about Shields' historic contract with Salida Promotions, or would you like details on Amanda, here we go, Cerveno or Smirnoff versus Claressa Shields rivalry? Childhood memory unlocked. There you go. I'm going to put like this box in here, like memories unpacked. Let's go to memories unpacked. We're going to unpack them memories because it's all we got. Boy. I tell you what, in the HIJKLMNO and the P is going on today. What I'm getting ready to get into, my cool peeps, is one of my cool peeps in the chat asked me, so LA girl, you hear about that petition they got going? I'm like, what? Shut the front door and the back door too. So what we getting ready to dive into, is seeing what's going on around the riverband, Pocahontas, or what's going on with her petition. All right? We got a petition going on. We don't got a whoop going on. A whoop going on. I said a whoop, a whoop, a whoop, a whoop. A 5, 4, 3, 2, a whoop, a whoop. There it is. A whoop, there it is. Okay. We gonna break it down like yo gabba gabba. I'm getting ready to fix and to go type in this computer what's going on with the partition. She didn't say partition, LA. What she say then in the chat? She said petition. Oh, she didn't type in partition? Oh, well, I done lost interest. I'm just playing. What is going on with the partition? That is going on with Claressa. We about to find this out together. What's going on with the partition? I done got the words mixed up. Partition? What's it called, y'all? Partition? Dang it, that Beyonce song stuck in my head. Now, thanks a lot, B. Partition, petition. Hey, tomato, potato, partition, petition. We all in this together. Thank you, petition. Boy, I like the sign of petition. Let's all make petitions. Let's make the government go crazy. If we all flooded the house with frivolous petitions, maybe we can shut them down mentally. And their brain just be like, I cannot take these people. Give them what they want. Moving forward. What's going on with the petition? The AI overview also corrected myself. Thank you for correcting me. It's petition. Thank you for the correction. I don't mind being corrected. Now, if I'm saying something wrong about this whole Claressa of it all, feel free to, add it into the comments. Each one teach one. That's what the man on the PJ said. PJs on Fridays. The partition being discussed is actually a former online petition launched to revoke Claressa Shields' professional boxing license. The petition on change.org, who was created by critics immediately following her physical backstage altercation with Alicia Baumgartner. Doggone it. Dang. Good time. I guess that's it, y'all. I don't know what else we can say for Claressa but to get off social media and take a two-trip hiatus to Leon Levine Zant and hope that she can turn the car around. Why the petition was started, according to AI, lack of professionalism. The slap video setting the bad precedents. Number one, lack of professionalism. Creators and signees of the petition argue that Shields display a complete lack of decorum, deep lack of decorum, professionalism, and restraint by physically attacking a fellow athlete in a non-sporting event. Yeah, that was wrong. The slap video, according to AI, the petition gained traction amongst combat sports among combat sports fans after viral cage side video footage confirmed Shields was the physical aggressor, slapping away Baumgartner's hand before lunging towards her. OMG. Now, I didn't know it was a lunge. So not only did we learn that she slapped her hand away, she lunged towards her. That's not cool. I've been through that a couple of times in my life growing up as a child, and it's not fun. So, setting a bad precedent. Fans supporting the disciplinary action claim that allowing a multi-division undisputed champion to engage in street fight behavior without athletic commission consequences sets a terrible example for women's sports. Oh. They up to 1,000. They already up to 1K for the petition. Good mercy. They can really cancel. Well, one of my videos I did have I forgot what it's titled, but it's like it's got a picture of a contract in it. I've got a Claressa Shields playlist. So that particular video has Claressa Shields in the contract. And I did ask AI, did she mess up her contract? Was she in breach of contract for doing this? So she smacked her hand or not her face? That's a very good question. I'm going to ask that now so we can all have some clarity. Did she smack her hand or her face? Let's look together, see what AI says. I hope it was just her hand. I think before I read what AI says, I think if it was her face, this would have ended abruptly. I think they're moving pretty fast as far as the legalese of it all, but I think if she made contact with her face, it would have been action taken a bit quicker. I think if that would have happened, she probably then would have maybe risked breaching her contract, but that's just me. So, according to AI overview, did she smack her hand or her face? AI says Claressa Shields smacked Elisa Baumgartner's hand away, not her face. Once again, according to AI, my cool peeps, Claressa Shields smacked Alicia Baumgartner's hand away, not her face. Thank God, because that would have been worse. It's still bad, but it could have been a whole lot worse. I'm going to read more about that, but for clarity purposes, I'm actually just going to copy and paste that in here so we can all be clear on one accord. While some early rumors and a few inaccurate initial media reports claimed it was a slap to the face, multiple viral angles of ringside video footage clearly show the exact sequence of the physical contact. The sequence of the slap, according to AI, my cool peeps, the gesture, the smacking motions, and the follow-up. How do I get rid of this? There's this speak bubble. It's in the way. It's in the way of my flow. Here we go. The sequence of the slap, the gestures inside the VIP section at the Intuit Dome. Baumgartner approached Shields and extended out her hand. The smacking motions, according to AI, Shields immediately used an open hand to slap Baumgartner's extended hand away and downward. The follow-up after the hand slap. Shields stepped aggressively into Baumgartner's space, which prompted security to instantly jump in and hold both fighters back before any punches could connect to anyone's face. No, that's not cool. It's no cause for that. Save it for the ring. Okay, that makes a big difference to me. And she had to have had her hands in her face or reaching for her in order for her to slap her hand away. Wow. I'm glad I was able to clear that up for you. There's another small paragraph in reference to this. According to AI Overview, I'm going to read that as well. It says here, because it was a physical strike outside of the ring, Most Valuable Promotions MVP threatened the hand smack as an unacceptable physical A word on their signed athletes, resulting in the indefinite ban. That's messed up. So there you have it in reference to a play-by-play of how the physicalities of it all did roll out like Luda, right? Slapping her hand away was another time. It was not the same time, and they were face-to-face at that time. I don't know, and you could simply be telling me, but for clarity and so I don't get in trouble or anything, I'm going to stick to the script of what I'm reading on AI. But in reference to that, I can ask, can you please tell me more about this face-to-face situation? I'm typing it in now. Face. Claressa CL and Baumgartner. All right, so I'll wait for the answer to come up, and I'm going to write that down too. Can you please tell me more about the, what is it, the face-to-face situation with Claressa and Baumgartner. Thank you, my cool peeps, for waiting. I'm taking notes so I can keep in track of everything. If you have other questions, hopefully I can catch them and I can write it down. So here we are. I asked, can you please tell me more about this face-to-face situation with Claressa and Baumgartner, to kind of go along with what you just wrote in your comment here, to see if we can find a little bit more source information. And it has, the face-to-face confrontation between Claressa Shields and Alycia Baumgartner was the explosive boiling point of a long-standing multi-year rivalry. The physical altercation occurred backstage in a private VIP area at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles during Most Valuable Promotions' inaugural MMA event, headlined by Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. Now y'all know I'm not good at saying these names, but I do my college best. The root of the bad blood, according to AI, social media war, the weight debate, and past confrontations. Social media war. The two champions have traded bitter insults for years over who is the superior boxer. Shields has repeatedly criticized Baumgartner's fighting style and openly mocked her past street pharmaceuticals testing controversy. The weight debate, according to AI, my cool peeps, is as follows. Fans have begged for a matchup, but the two have been stuck in a stalemate regarding weight classes. Baumgartner is a unified champion at 130 pounds, super featherweight, while Shields routinely competes much heavier at 168 to 175 pounds heavyweight. Past confrontations, according to AI, this was not their first physical run in. They previously clashed face to face in Las Vegas back in 2024, where Shields similarly shoved Baumgartner's hands down during an argument. Wow. So my cool Pete, your statement that you typed previously, I will read it out loud to see if this kind of coincides with your thought processes here. Which you typed in, slapping her hand away was another time. It was not the same time, and they were face to face at that time. Yes, that's news to me. I didn't know there was more than one occasion. The time when old girl CS slapped her hand away, it was not the same night. Understood. First to CS when she started messing with Remy's husband, never knew her. She called it street pharmaceuticals. Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji, crying laughing emoji. So I hope that kept everything kosher. And so yes, we are. Originally, we were talking about the moment in time that recently happened, which is sad because there shouldn't be multiple moments where Claressa has gotten into trouble by breaking rank. So what we originally gathered around the campfire for is to talk about what recently happened in this month of May 2026. But per your question, I wanted to get more clarity. So yes, this has happened before. So fool me once. Well, how does that work? Fool me once, shame on me. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, or something like that. So maybe they did let her slide that first time. It seems as such. But the second time around, in the spirit of protecting yourself, and when you're getting bullied by someone, the first time, okay, I wasn't expecting, and I didn't see it coming, and I didn't expect you to go that far. But that second time, you have to, you gotta get like the Power Rangers. It's morphin' time, because you gotta let them know, you got me the first time. I wasn't expecting that. I thought highly of you. But this time, Claressa, we're not gonna let you know that you can break ranks and think you have access to come and hurt me, because this world is crazy. We don't know what you're capable of doing. We don't know if you're going to risk it all and throw it all away and do something really worse. So, yeah, they're in the right to take action because it's escalated from strike one to strike two. So, yeah, they did what they had to do to protect their brand, but it's not even about the brand. First and foremost, is to protect the ladies who are with MVP. First and foremost, Baumgartner, because she was the person in the situation. Then to protect the women and protect the brand itself. They got to put up a united front to say, don't nobody come messing with these women. Are you serious right now? It could have been stricter than that. And I'm kind of worried now that I'm thinking about it. Based on what I'm looking at, as aggressive as she may be, I do not want to pin her as aggressive, because I grew up in my family where, although women were not necessarily aggressive, it's just they only had one volume when they spoke, and it was loud like this. It was loud. They only had one volume. So I had to learn when they were just regularly talking and learn when they were upset and arguing. And it was really hard to tell. So I don't want to just give her the X and give her this title like, the celebrities gave Monique. Monique said she was difficult and it made it hard for her to work. But she's been around the block a few times, so I know she knows the difference between being professional and being rude. I can't say that much for sure, right? She knows the difference between that. So if she may be the type of woman who only has one volume control, and that's to talk the way she do, fine. But she knows good and well that she has to keep her hands to herself. So that's where it begins and ends with me on that. Your family, yeah. My family, members of my family, they talk really loud too. And they're happy people. They just have one setting, and that's super loud. But that's my family, you know? So this, as I'm thinking about it, my cool peeps, is kind of scary because in these day and ages, and me coming from personal experience where I had a couple of situations where people were messing with my things at work, I started to get weary because I'm like, if you're messing with my water, you're messing with my food now. It's a matter of time before you try to come at me. Because why would you mess with my water? Why would you mess with my food? That's saying a lot right there. So you have to protect yourself and go and get like the Power Rangers, and band together and turn into that Megazord. So you can be like, yeah, don't do this again. Next time you come this way, maybe you'll think twice. So that's kind of scary in the grand scheme of things. I don't know if she is going to try to target her aggressions out on another woman since she cannot get her hands on Baumgartner. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to all the female boxers out there, those who may have some type of astute summary on how you perceive Claressa Shields. I know you're a professional boxer and you guys' hands are registered as lethal weapons, but I recommend at this time that you don't move alone and be wary of Claressa Shields, because I don't know if she's the type, like some people, if they can't get their hands on their target, they'll find someone similar. So all the pretty girls out there, please be careful and be mindful, because you just don't know. It's kind of hot right now, so just be careful, y'all, because you just don't know. And it's a sad thing. That's very sad. The time right now for me is only 9:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm so happy to have gotten on here early. I'm not leaving. I'm just announcing the time. Because some of you are listening to me while you're driving to work or on your lunch breaks and have me on in the background. Thank you so much for that. Where we are right now in this point in time is me asking, can you please tell me more about this face-to-face situation with Claressa Baumgartner? Once again, at the top of the key, the root of the bad blood social media war. The two champions have traded bitter insults for years over who is the superior boxer. Shields has repeatedly criticized Baumgartner's fighting style and openly mocked her past street pharmaceutical controversy. Weight debate. Fans have begged for a matchup, but the two have been stuck in a stalemate regarding weight classes. Baumgartner is an unified champion at 130 pounds, super featherweight, while Shields routinely competes much heavier at 168 to 175 pounds, which is a heavyweight. According to AI, past confrontations, this was not their first physical run-in. They previously clashed face-to-face in Las Vegas back in 2024, where Shields similarly shoved Baumgartner's hand down during an argument, according to AI. Exactly what happened in the VIP area. The approach. Baumgartner spotted Shields in the MVP area and walked over directly to confront her regarding the relentless trash talk as the English language beats me down again. Bang, 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 and you're out. Relentless, I got it. I figured it out. I figured it out. I'm looking for it. I'm off today. I'm cleaning the house. Oh, snap. It's an honor to be listened to while you're on your day off, because that's exactly what I do. I have YouTubers on in the background while I'm cooking meals, cleaning, studying, and all that stuff. So it's an honor to be on the other side of the table where you're listening to me while I'm talking on YouTube. That's really cool. Cue the sound tape. I'm so excited. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you, Pointer Sisters. If you continue to sing any more of that song, I will get a copyright strike. So, Pointer Sisters, exit stage left. According to AI Overview, what happened in the VIP area? The approach, the verbal escalation, the physical strike, the separation. Now, this information may sound a little redundant, but with the gloriousness, yes, that will be a word today. With the gloriousness of AI Overview, it repeats some of the same things we just read, but it sprinkles in new information and details that we may not have heard prior. So let's see what else it has to say. The approach in reference to exactly what happened in the VIP area. Baumgartner spotted Shields in the VIP area and walked over directly to confront her regarding the relentless trash talk, the verbal escalation. Heated words were immediately exchanged. Cage side audio captured Baumgartner aggressively telling Shields, quote, "I'll whoop your ass right now, end quote. The physical strike, according to AI. Shields immediately reacted to the verbal threat by hard striking Baumgartner's extended hand downward. She then aggressively lunged forward into Baumgartner's personal space. According to AI, the separation, VIP security guards immediately threw themselves between the two women to hold them back, while both fighters continued to scream insults over the guard's shoulder. Let's break it up. That was a reenactment. Thank you. As I take a pause to take a sip of water, y'all like as hype as you on is LA. Are you sure you're drinking water? Yes, I'm telling the truth. I'm drinking water. But y'all gonna be like, yeah, right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things under the sun. Are there any more questions in reference to Claressa Shields that you may be wondering? While I am here, I can type it into AI Overview and deliver to you the answer. I want to thank all my cool peeps for pressing the like button and supporting me on this vertical. What is this? This is, here we go, hamburger hot dog, horizontal edition of ELAY TV. That's how we learn vertical and horizontal in elementary. Hamburger hot dog. You are now watching the horizontal edition of ELAY TV. You believe in me like Whitney? I believe in you with me. Where's my toy at? I believe that we could be dun, dun, like the ship that finds the sea. Oh, if you don't get out of here and make them dang pancakes, I'm leaving, dog. I just wanted to sing a song. I mean, God darn it. Good help is so hard to find. He's supposed to be in the kitchen making my pancakes. Now he up here singing Whitney Houston because you put some I believe in you. If you don't get out of the comments and make the food. High five. Bam. I am having a good time right here. as I intentionally slow down a little bit because I have been running my mouth since 5 a.m. this morning all the way to whatever time it is right now. I don't want to overheat like a car in Atlanta, Georgia in the middle of the summertime, high noon, in the middle of a traffic jam with no AC running and all windows down in leather seats. This ain't no funeral home. This is hell. This ain't no funeral home. Nah. That scared me so bad. No, that's the movie they should be playing in church. They try to scare these kids in church all day. You going to hell. You going to hell. You and your dog going to hell. I'm like, y'all don't have to do all that hooping and hollering. Just play Tales in the Hood. And they'll be like, I'ma change. I'ma be good. I'ma be good. I'ma make sure I get good grades. Been there before, right on 285 middle of summer. It's like, why have you forsaken me? Why? Traffic like, duh, 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 duh. Have you ever seen an ice cream truck get stuck in the middle of a traffic jam? I don't know if that's an opportune time or a bad time for the ice cream man. Because, if it's hot outside and you locked in on the expressway because somebody decided to speed like MacGyver, skip 5 lanes because they almost missed their exit and cause an accident, it's going to be a 25-pound car pile up. Then you got to sit there and wait. You turn your car off. And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, you hear ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. You're like, Lord, is it time already? You're like, I hear the ice cream truck. Ding, 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 ding. And you look around in your rearview mirror and you see an ice cream man stuck like 5 cars behind you, stuck on the expressway. You're like, now, should I reach inside my wallet and ask them to give me a double fudge pop? Or should I go to the window and be like, come on, man, it's hot out here. Do me a solid. I think if I was in that situation, I'd be scared as an ice cream truck because it could go wrong real quick. Folks would just tip over the ice cream truck and just take all the ice cream out of the freezer. And then it'll be another accident. Then here come the Atlanta News first helicopters. Blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 da. Breaking news. There was a 25-car pileup at Spaghetti Junction. And a riot is happening right now as we speak. The ice cream truck has been toppled over. And they are raiding the ice cream truck. Oh my goodness. Have mercy on the ice cream truck delivery driver. We haven't seen him yet. But we hear tiny voices yelling. Let's zoom in with the boomstick. Help me. We're getting closer. Help me. Help me. Oh, he's in desperate. Cut the camera. Another day in Atlanta. What's new? Scooby-Doo. Life is tough enough. Now do we need to start robbing the ice cream man? Come on, y'all. Get it together. Come on, team. Let's get it together. You say something and I say never. Something, never. Something, never. Something, never. Never. And that's all I remember. From going to high school and football games and the cheerleaders lined up and said whatever they said. That's unfortunately all I can remember. Moving forward, we are gathered here today to talk about what's going on with Claressa Shields. I haven't seen any questions in the chat box to see if y'all want to know more about what's going on, but I am thankful for the information that you did provide because I learned something and you learned something. Each one teach one. Like I said, says the man, third good from PJs. PJs, dun, dun, on Fridays, never with the PJs. PJs, all over in Harrods. On Thursdays or whatever it is. I like that show. I used to have PJ season 1 on DVD and I lost it. Cue ugly cry. World ugly cry. Cue the ugly cry. Okay, I'm not even going to sing that song. That song probably bring some ghosts or something in here. Hey, I'm just now turning my life around. I don't need ghosts flying around. And it's not even Halloween. We don't need none of that. What do you call it? What's the fancy schmancy word for ghosts? Apparitions. We don't need no apparitions coming around here. Life is hard enough. Dealing amongst the living. And now you mean to say I gotta deal with the dead? I didn't sign up to be. What's that movie called? I didn't sign up to be that boy where he said, "Hossy dead people, hossy dead people, hossy dead people." Whatever that movie is called. I didn't sign up to be the next contestant on Sixth Sense Part 2. I think, oh, for real, you think they still have PJs available? You know what? That's a good point. I never thought to really look it up until today, so I'm actually getting ready to write that in my notes, and then I'll get to talking back to about Claressa Shields. So I'm putting LA, girl, in that order. Look online to see where WHEREU, which means I can't watch the PJs. All right, back to what we were talking about, where we started at the top of the hour, with the top of the hour meeting almost 2 hours ago. I did in reference to Claressa Shields. What's going on with Claressa Shields as of today, May 2026? I did not know that Jake Paul banned Claressa. Can you please list the massive multi-fight deal she have coming up? I might want to go back to that massive multi-fight deal because there was something in there where that caught my attention, and I think I had another question to ask in reference to that. So why did she turn down a massive opportunity to sign with Jake Paul? We went over that. Claressa's petition to stop boxing. Yikes. I'd like to know a little bit more about that as well. Even though it did provide us some information, it was a brief summary. I would like it to go into more detail, like how AI went to more detail, informing us that not only did Claressa have a run-in with Bumgardner before, it's happened once again. So this 2 times, man. So are they going to give her the 3 strikes rule? Are they just waiting for her to slip and mess up again, and then an additional hammer is going to wail down on her and they're going to strip her? Do you think they're just waiting on the next shoe to drop and they could possibly strip Claressa of her Olympic medals? Now, I don't know about breaching of contracts, my cool peeps, and stuff like that, but from what I've seen in historical times in the realm of Olympics, the Olympic people, they be going back on their word, reneging and stuff, renege. So, do you think the way she's going, they will take her gold medals back? Now, that's a good question. As I turn the page over with my notes, I'm going to ask that next. Do you think, wow, if they take her Olympic gold medals back, that is going to tear her apart? Do you think the Olympics will strip Claressa of her medals. So here we are. I'm getting ready to ask that now. Do you think? Oh man, that's so sad. Do you think the Olympics? Oh, Olympics! You know. Okay, do you think the Olympics will strip STRIP Claressa of her Olympic medals? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think they still. Oh, I just read that. Have it on some apps. No, the international petition to revoke her professional boxing license has caused a lot of online warning. Hold on. I got to see what. I didn't say anything bad. I just asked if. Hold on. YouTube telling me I'm in warning. Let me tighten it up. Hold on. That's the first warning I got. I didn't even say anything bad. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this and continue talking. Minimize. I tell you. It just said no. While the public petition to revoke her professional boxing license has caused a lot of online chatter, it has absolutely no impact on her Olympic achievements for several reasons. According to AI Overview, separate governing bodies. Okay. Separate governing bodies. Say that 2 times fast. Separate governing bodies. Separate governing bodies. In my Hercules the Shark's voice. The Olympics are governed strictly by the International Olympic Committee's IOC. They operate completely independently of professional boxing promotions like MVP, professional sanctioning bodies like the WBC or WBA, and local state athletic commissions. A backstage argument or physical altercation at a professional sport event has no jurisdiction over Olympic standing. Okay. Whew. I was worried for her. I was like, dang. Moving forward, because I want to read a little bit more. According to AI Overview, Olympic medals are only stripped for Olympic violations. Okay. The IOC only strips athletes of their medals under very specific, strict conditions related directly to the Olympic Games themselves. Okay. Clear it up for me, AI. Clear it up, AI. I'm about to. Clear it up, AI. I'm about to. These include failing a street pharmaceutical test or violating the anti-doping regulations directly related to the games, committing competition fraud or cheating during an Olympic match, violating Olympic citizenship or eligibility rules at the time of competing. Historic achievements are locked in according to AI Overview. So this means due to all of the things that are going on, the pooperations that are going on with Claressa right now, she will not lose her medals. Historic achievements are locked in according to AI. Shields won her gold medals fairly in the ring over a decade ago at the 2012 London Games and the 2016 Rio Games. Because she earned those medals clearly, or should I say cleanly, through fair competition, very good. Her status as a two-time Olympic champion is entirely secure. No outside the ring professional drama in 2026 can legally erase her amateur athletic record. Good. I'm honestly glad that that's not the case. I don't want that to happen. Ooh. Are you interested? We can look into how the Professional Boxing Commission are responding to the situation, or look at Shields' legendary undefeated Olympic run. Which would you prefer? Ooh, AI is giving me choices, and I like the choices that it asks. So what I want to do is look more into this whole how the professional boxing commissions are responding to the situation. So yes, I do want to know more about this. I had to roll up my sleeves. It's getting a little warm. I don't really want to walk away from the camera yet to turn the fan up, so I'm just gonna crack my door open a little bit. So I'm gonna put yes, please. I would like to know more about the about how the professional professional boxing commissions are responding to the situation. The situation. All right, I'm going to pull up the information to see what AI has to say. Thank you, my cool peeps, for hanging around with me. We have successfully crossed the threshold. Threshold. Take us to the threshold of the 2-hour mark on ELAY TV Celebrity News and Teens Live, reporting from the horizontal winds of it all. As of right now, according to AI, no professional boxing commissions or sanctioning organizations have suspended, banned, or disciplined Claressa Shields for her altercation with Alicia Baumgardner. Because the incident took place outside the ring at an MMA event rather than during the official boxing match or weigh-in, athletic commissions have chosen to intervene. The exact breakdown of how the commissions and sanctioning bodies are handling the situations include. Now it's saying sanctioning bodies. Now I know that I've learned that MVP is a part of the situation that banned her from the stand, but Jake Paul has something to do with banning her as well. So I want to know, before I read, I want to take an educated guess that they're going to give us a breakdown on like the thought processes of MVP, the people who run it, and Jake Paul and their thought processes behind this. No active commission sanctions. According to AI Overview, my cool peeps, active status. Organizations like the WBC, WBA, and IBF still recognize Shields as an active world champion in good standing. Wow, that's something worth sharing. If you guys want to take this information that I'm getting ready to copy and paste and put into the chat and do a little more studying about it, you sure can. But this is what I'm putting in here now, because I think this is just as important as what I shared earlier about deciphering between the two situations where Claressa and Baumgardner had the same situation happen before, come to find out. No active commission sanctions. Active status. Organizations like WBC, WBA, and IBF still recognize Shields as an active world champion in good standing. According to AI, the state commissions, the California State Athletic Commission, CSAC, which oversaw the MMA event venue in Inglewood, has not launched an official inquiry because it was treated as a backstage security issue rather than a violation of combat sports regulations. They are leaving the matter to the promotion and law enforcement. Yikes. According to AI Overview, in reference to us figuring out the exact breakdown of how the commissions and sanctioning bodies are handling this situation with Alicia Baumgardner and Claressa Shields for this particular situation that happened this year during the month of May. A private matter, not an athletic one. Promotional versus legal boundaries. Promotional versus legal boundaries. Sorry about the parrot, y'all. We have yet to catch it. It's still flying around in ELAY TV studios. Promotional versus legal boundaries. Official athletic commission step in for failed street pharmaceuticals test, in-ring misconduct, or fight night brawls. Because this slap occurred in a private VIP guest area, commissions view it as a corporate and civil matter. Corporate autonomy, or is it corporate autonomy? I think it's autonomy. Most valuable productions MVP use this right as a private business to issue the ban, which applies strictly to their own events and does not cross over into Shield's broader boxing license. Although this does not cross over into Shield's broader boxing licenses, it can give the people who are considering to work with her a reason to hold reservation. So even though legally speaking, she's still protected, she meaning Claressa Shields, that doesn't mean that the people who were considering to work with her, they still have all this information to take in and decide whether or not they want to work with her. They're like, you know what? Let's wait till all this dies down. You know what? Let's see where she's at come this time next year. How many people who are considering to work with her are thinking that, you know what, it's a little hot right now. I really don't want my boxer intertwined with her right now with bad press. I don't want my boxer to work with Claressa right now because I don't want that stigma to run off on my boxer or my talent. You know, I don't want my talent's clean legacy to be interfused with something so negative already. If my client is going to be interfused with something negative, it's going to be dang it because my client is the one who's done something negative, not the person she's going to be contesting with, you know? So it's all about protecting the brand. They might want to wait till this time next year to see where things go. I'm wondering if that is the case, is Claressa now having a tough time finding someone to fill up her roster that she has with her $8 million contract? According to AI, she's got an $8 million contract and she's slated to fight multiple people. But as of now, I do not see a schedule prepared to see a roster or multiple of people that she's going to fight within her 2 years of this contract being dished out. Now, this is according to AI and me trying to remember and put all this stuff together and follow along. Please correct me when and if I'm wrong, but I'm wondering, how is she going to be able to fulfill her contractual obligation with all this happening? Because people and clients and talent agents and all that, they are free to choose whom they want to work with. This is just not a good look. According to AI Overview, my cool peeps, in reference to the exact breakdown of how the commissions and sanction bodies are handling the situation, I am at the part right now in number 3 where it says why fans expected commission action. The reason fans rushed to create petitions and expected a commission suspension is due to Shield's recent history. Last year, the Michigan Unarmed Combat Commission temporarily suspended Shields after a procedural error led to a false positive street pharmaceutical test. Once again, it was a false positive street pharmaceutical test. That suspension was quickly dissolved and cleared once the procedural mistakes were proven, meaning her record remains entirely clean headed into the next fight. So that's a good notion. They cleared it up. She's clean. She's clean. She's clean. She's clean. So that's a good thing. That's a win on her side that during all of this, they cannot blame these fits that she are having on street pharmaceuticals because she's clean, guys. I just want to reiterate that. According to AI Overview, Shields herself summed up the commission stance during a recent broadcast, flatly stating, "I am not banned from boxing. MVP does not run boxing," end quote, confirming her license remains untouched. I wish she could have expound more on that opposed to just saying that. We want depth, Claressa. We want to know a little bit more than that. Then yes means yes and no means no, because it's not as simply cut and dry. But that's okay, because we're here gathered around the forest fire, the dumpster fire, the bonfire, my favorite, the ring of fire, before or after the rising sun, to figure it out together. So that's that on that. And I'm wondering, wow, this is just like a soggy cereal, man. You know, you go to get you some cereal from Denny's or IHOP, Cracker Barrel, or mom and pop restaurant, and you're like, they're like, we got Frosted Flakes. If you want Frosted Flakes, I'm like, yeah, I'll have me some Frosted Flakes and a banana, while I wait on my flapjacks and my sausage and my 3 eggs on the side with some apple juice. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll take a bowl of cornflakes, and they give you the bowl of cornflakes, and the cornflakes soggy. It's like, you got it, but you don't. That's how I feel with Claressa right now. So counting up the costs and counting the wins, I'm trying to glean through all this to count her wins through the losses. AI is asking me, would you like to know more about Shields' upcoming fight announcement, or are you curious about Alicia Baumgartner's current status with the boxing commission? Well, I don't really need to know what's going on with Alicia Baumgartner's current status, because, I mean, she's still standing. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. She's still standing. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Mix in Jamiroquai. Dun, 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 dun. Virtual insanity. Blah, 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 and all that. So what I want to know is, I'm going back to my notes, and I want to scurry back along to the point where I did not know Jake Paul banned Claressa. Obviously, and I'm saying obviously because I have a little mark on the side of that note. So I'm going to roll my notes back and see if there was something in that particular captioning, to see if there had to be something that I wanted to get back to. So I'm going back through my digital notes to find the whole Jake Paul situation. If I cannot find it in this chain of thoughts that I have up here, I'll simply retype the question into AI. Wow, we went over a lot, my cool peeps. You know, I'm still scrolling up. Here it is. I did not know that Jake Paul was the one who banned Claressa. So I had to go over this to see what caught my fancy. Jake Paul is the co-founder and primary face of Most Valuable Promotions MVP, which is why his name is heavily attached to the decisions to ban Claressa Shields. Following the backstage incident between Shields and Alicia Baumgartner, Paul and his company took a firm stance to protect their brand and his roster. Has Jake Paul said anything else? Yes, has Jake Paul released a new statement after all this? RELE. A new statement after making this decision. I said after making this decision. AFTER, making this decision. Oh, now that's a good question. So I'm going to see if he made any more statements regarding this. It's been a few days in now since this happened. I believe we're approaching a full week since this incident happened. 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to write, wow. Oh, I have to scroll all the way to the bottom to get to that answer now. Did Jake Paul Why isn't it showing my answers? This is the second time. I gotta type it in again. Jake and Nakasha made the decision. Okay, so I'm getting ready to ask, thank you for that comment. Jake Paul make any new statements regarding his decision? All right, I'm gonna try it again because the first time I asked the question, I could not find the answer. Come on, AI overview, what's happening? This is the third time. Why isn't it giving me my answer? I think I made AI tired. I'm gonna try it again. Question. Third time's a charm. Come on, AI. I had to ask the question 3 times. Oh, wow. Did Jake. And then Jake and Nakisha made the decision. I want to talk about what you said too. Did Jake Paul? So I'm going to write down what you said as well. Make additional statements after making his decision. Thank you so much for your patience, my cool piece, as I old school write these notes down. And then what you have, I'm writing it down too. Jake and Nakasha made this decision. Wow. Wow, I'm learning so much. So here we are, my cool peeps. Gather around the forest fire. Did Jake Paul make additional statements after making his decision? According to AI, Jake Paul did not release a separate professional statement, but he co-signed and authorized a blistering corporate statement issued by Most Valuable Promotions, known as MVP, my cool peeps. Additionally, the feud has spilled onto social media, with MVP's officials' accounts directly firing back at Shields' online response. Ooh, wow. The official MVP statement. OMG. In the directive authorized by Paul and MVP co-founder, here's your answer. In the directive authorized by Paul and MVP co-founder Nakisa Bitterin, the company slammed Shields' actions as unacceptable. Here's a quote according to AI. MVP maintains a strict zero tolerance policy for hostile, threatening, or aggressive behavior. Physical altercations outside the ring or cage are unacceptable. Shields' behavior reflects poorly on MVP and women's sports, which we have worked tirelessly to uplift. End quote. The escalation after the ban, according to AI overview, my cool piece. Following the ban, Shields went on an online tirade, not online tirade. AI, you being so messy. AI said it, I didn't. Extra. AI said it, I didn't. Following the ban, Shields went on an online tirade, calling the punishment, quote, weak, end quote, mocking Paul's previous boxing losses and telling him to, quote, take the heels off, end quote. Wow. We've got, I like your comment. First time your channel ever popped up, I watched to view you, but I will not watch another one of my black women online with a bonnet. Thank you, Monique. Thank you for watching my show. It's nice to know that I'm getting notarized across the land. Moving forward with this beautiful commentary. According to AI, we have in response, Paul's promotional team and associated media channels escalated the rhetoric by releasing public commentary that labeled Shields as, quote, bitter, jealous, cringe loser. Wow. MVP doubled down on their stance, praising Alicia Baumgartner for showing restraint and not retaliating during the VIP scuffle. I know that's right. The ongoing moniker battle. For those of you who are curious how the word moniker is spelled, because I hear it thrown here and there, it's Moniker. The ongoing moniker battle, according to AI Overview, my cool peeps. While Paul has remained relatively quiet on his personal pages over the last 48 hours, MVP has aggressively continued to market Baumgartner and Amanda, here's that word again, Serrano, as the true GOATs of boxing. This targeted marketing is widely seen by fans as Paul's indirect way of continuing to needle Shields following her legal threads. Oh my gosh, this just in, my cool peeps. Petition on Claressa is almost at 2K. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. With knockout record-breaking petition signings. Yikes. Thank you so much, my cool peep, for updating this. Live right now, May 25th, 2026. At 10:12 Eastern Standard Time. This just in, one of my cool peeps just informed us that the petition for Claressa is already almost at 2K. OMG, this is mind-blowing. I first learned about this information of the petition with Claressa this morning when I was getting ready for my 5 a.m. show. I had it on in the background while I was getting ready. And oh my goodness, when I was listening, they were at like 500 and something. That was around the 5 a.m. time. They were at 500 and counting. And I had got this information from Boxing Geo. So now it is 10:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they have surpassed the 1,000 signatures and are almost at 2K. High five, bam. Not to the petitions of the signatures, but for you providing us with the current update. That's breaking news. You are here at LA. Now, we've just read about the ongoing moniker battle, and according to AI Overview, I want to read this again because I'm wondering if I'm interpreting that Jake Paul is now throwing low blow jabs, or I won't even say low blow. He's throwing jabs at Claressa now because, we've all learned that Claressa declined his invitation to be signed with him at MVP. And number two, Claressa interpreted that Jake Paul was trying to take away her legacy, and a portion of that legacy is to take over the GWOAT situation or moniker. So now that she declined to work with MVP, and also explain one of the reasons why she refused to work with Jake Paul is because it seems as though to her he was taking her greatest woman of all times because he put other women under that moniker. She didn't like that. So I'm going to read this here again. The ongoing moniker battle. While Paul has remained relatively quiet on his personal pages over the last 48 hours, MVP has aggressively continued to market Baumgartner, and Amanda Serrano as the true quotes of boxing. This targeted marketing is widely seen by fans as Paul's indirect way, of continuing to needle Shields following her legal threats. Not needling, that's a sharp way to put it. Yuck, 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 yuck. She has been throwing jabs at him for years, even saying she will beat him up. Yeah, Claressa, um, did she mention that she mentioned a couple of men that she wanted to fight. Is that correct? You heard Claressa? Oh no, that's scary. And I don't even know what to do with that. ELAY TV has nothing to do with that situation, to which I won't read out loud. And that's sad. Once again, ELAY has nothing to do with that situation, and that's terrible. I don't know if I should even retract it. I think I read your comment and I'm going to retract it. That's not your fault at all, okay? That's not your fault at all. Thank you for that information, and my mind is blown. I got your comment and I read it, and I'm looking for the mind blown emoji. Oh man, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Are you serious? That's something I'm going to have to look up on my own personal time, but I am going to write that down. Wow, I'm going to write that down. That is double crazy. Oh my gosh. It's like, my cool peeps, not only should if you haven't already said your prayers for Claressa, it has gotten serious. Please say your prayers for everyone that Claressa may feel some type of way about, because we just don't know how she's going to go next. I pray for the protection of everyone at this point, because it seems as though she may be out of control. And that's not cool. Wow. That's not a joke, and that's nothing to take lightly. Now we have here, what did I want to know now? Oh, I had a really good thought. I need to read this quietly to myself so I can figure it out. Yes, my next question was, did Claressa, how can you please name the men that Claressa wants to fight? Oh man, I hope the list isn't long. I hope it's not a list at all, y'all, but I just asked AI if it could please list all the men she wants to fight. I think I realized what I'm doing. When I type in my questions, I'm pushing the enter button, but I cannot push the enter button. I have to push the arrow button. So I have to type it again. All of the men. So Shields, SHIEL, wants to box. Okay, I'm going to try it again because I'm curious about this. And push the arrow. We have here. Can you please list all the men Claressa Shields wants to box? According to AI, oops, don't erase it, computer. Yeah. Claressa Shields has boldly and repeatedly claimed over the years that she has the elite skill set required to defeat professional male boxers. Yikes! I'm going to copy and paste this fact in here just to break up the heaviness of the comments. Woo-wee! Heavy, heavy. Woo-wee. Heal the world. Make it a better place. We have here, there. So I asked, can you please list all the men Claressa Shields want to box? Claressa Shields has boldly and repeatedly claimed over the years that she has the elite skill set required to defeat professional male boxers. She has actively called out several high-profile men for potential intergender boxing match. Girl. The men she has expressed interest in boxing, according to AI, are as follows. Keith One-Time Thurman. Keith One-Time Thurman. Roland Raleigh Romero. Jake Paul. Jen Daly. Sean Showtime. Oh, so Jen Time is Triple G. And Sean Showtime Porter. I was hoping I wouldn't find a long list, guys, but here we are with the long list. This is just the gift that keeps on giving, my cool peeps. I was hoping that it would be one, maybe, but there's like 4. And that's, oh man, it just keep on happening and happening. It just keep on happening. So I'm writing it down. Can you please list all of the men Claressa wants to box? All right, I'm getting ready to go down the list, my cool peeps. She will be humbled. Ooh, man, pun intended. The first on the roster of the men that Claressa Shields wants to box, according to AI, Keith One-Time Thurman. This is Shields' most frequent target. She challenged the former unified welterweight champion to an exhibition bout at 154 pounds, explicitly stating she has a better jab, superior skills, and that Thurman cannot take a body shot. Thurman laughed off the challenge, but jokingly replied he would do it strictly for charity and would, quote, probably only use his jab, end quote. Girl. Women's boxing, men's boxing. Roland Raleigh is the second guy that she wants to box, according to AI Overview. Roland Raleigh Romero. Say that 2 times fast. Roland Raleigh Romero. Oh, LA. Looks like you've lost that challenge. Well, do I get a complimentary prize? No. What a waste of time. We've got Roland Raleigh Romero. Shields directly called out the former super lightweight champion. She blasted his boxing technique on social media, telling him, quote, you only have power. You are strong as H, but Raleigh, you cannot box, end quote. That don't even make sense. She claimed that if they stepped into the ring together, his hard punches would never touch her. That don't even make sense. It don't make sense at all. Oh my gosh, not a long list, not bloggers. I wouldn't be surprised. This is sad shame. Heavenly Father, just keep us all under your care and protection as we just do our jobs. And I'm on here reporting on this in good taste. I'm not even slandering the woman. This is where I turned it into the hands of the Father to protect me from just learning and educate myself on what's going on with this woman. because it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I checked on her. And what I'm checking on is like, oh man, not another one down, not another one down. No, 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 no. Moving forward. The third man on the list into which Claressa Shields wants to fight, according to AI Overview, is Jake Paul. Jake Paul, long before her recent promotional ban. Not promotional ban. Long before her recent promotional ban, Shields repeatedly named the YouTuber star turned boxer as a man she wants to fight. She confidently declared that if Paul got inside the ring with her, he would get his quote, whooped, end quote, heavily dismissing his boxing credentials compared to her Olympic legacy. Content bloggers, content creators, bloggers, and regular people, it's time for you to get your memberships ready at Planet Fitness because you have officially made it to her poop list. Get your dukes ready. What? Says Noriega. And what you gonna do about it? Says the comedian at the end of Barbershop 1 or 2, Cedric the Entertainer. What you gonna do about it? And like LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow, but you don't have to take their word for it. If you don't have mace with you, I recommend you walk around with some pepper spray because you just never know what may happen or what had happened when. Oh, when only you know. All right, we've got Generally Triple G Glovakin. Pastor Glovakin there. Pastor Glovakin, yeah. The Plastic Glovakin there. Generally Triple G Glovakin. Shields has voiced immense respect for the legendary middleweight powerhouse, but has confidently asserted that she still could give the older version of Glovakin a serious, quote, run for his money, end quote, inside the squared circle. Oh, somebody stop her. And lastly on the list, yeah, Triple G too. Yeah, Janatli Triple G Glovakin. Pastor Kvasia Giovaklian. I messed that name up. I just told that name up. And last on the list, my cool peeps, and the men she won a box, according to AI, Sean Showtime Porter. Bang, bang, bang. Shields claimed, according to AI, that from a purely technical standpoint, she could outbox the former two-time welterweight champion. She explicitly remarked that, quote, skill-wise and just overall, end quote, she believes she could beat him. I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm saddened. I wish this was just the movie we were commentating on. But unfortunately, this is real life. Weekend. This is real life. Real life. Real life. This is sad, y'all. Dang, 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 dang. Man, this is sad, y'all. This is a horror show, and I don't want it to end bad. I pray that this don't end bad. The backlash and real world sparring, according to AI Overview. Yes, cannot make this up. While Shields heavily pushes these challenges for her brand and to showcase her supreme confidence, she has also brought her heavy scrutiny. It has also brought her heavy scrutiny. Her critics frequently point to a leaked viral throwback sparring tape from a few years ago that resurfaced, which shows Shields being dropped by a retired male boxer, Arturus Amortivs, during a hard. What in the world? What did I just read? You read it correctly, ELAY. If you don't get out of the camera, you're scaring the people away. When you came on the screen, people left the chat. I'm sorry for scaring you people. I can take on Claressa. If you don't get out of here, I can take Claressa on. I can take her on. Sit down. Get in that kitchen to make those pancakes. You saw this? She talks so much trash. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Comment says she talks so much trash, that sparring man. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? So it's true? She talks so much trash, that sparring man, and then said that all you got, oh my gosh, that's all you got, and then he dropped her. So I need to read this again. This is something else. While Shields heavily pushes these challenges for her brand and to showcase her supreme confidence, it has also brought her heavy scrutiny. Thank you so much, my cool piece, for commenting. I'm enjoying your comments. Her critics frequently point to leaked viral throwback sparring tape from a few years ago that resurfaced, which shows Shields being dropped by a retired male boxer, Arturus Amortovs, during a hard full tilt training session. Despite the video, Shields maintains that she frequently outspears and handles average male boxers in closed-door gym sessions. That's not cool. Ha, you up next? Help me. I am leaving it into the hands of the Father, capital G, capital O, capital D. King Kong ain't got on me. Dun, 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 dun. You know, when you go to church and you ain't got no words to say, but you just want to get up there and sing because all of the things that Claressa Shields is taking her through. Oh. Ding, 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 ding. Like, mother, I know what you're saying. AI is being messy. It's going to ask me, would you like to know the exact weight classes and biological differences that make these fights practically impossible to sanction? Oh, I see Sean Porter's reaction to being called out. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is not cool, y'all. I didn't know the rabbit hole went this deep. Ooh, I know prayer makes a difference, so my prayers are really off for her because I don't want nothing bad to happen. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I didn't know it was this bad, y'all. I did not know it was that bad. Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna get that. I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't. Nah, man, I didn't know it was that bad. I'm getting ready to type that in there. I didn't know it was that bad. Where's my let's see here. I didn't know it was that bad, y'all. I didn't know it was that bad, y'all. Really, I didn't. Oh, that's sad. So yeah, I don't want to go deep into all of that. That's something I will definitely explore on my own personal time, but I will write it down. But I'm not going to pull all that information out about her. I want to try to keep it into the frame, and I believe I am keeping it in the frame of the boxing situation and the professionalism of it all, and that I don't want her to miss a great opportunity. She's been she's been in the scene for over a decade now, going strong boxing and stuff. I just don't want to see her go down bad like this. Wow. Ooh, 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 ooh. There. Let's see here. On the lighter note, I wonder what her favorite food is. So, as something to kind of deviate from the dark side of all this, I didn't know it's like that. And I'm not reading it out loud, but I'm reading the comments that my cool people are saying. Oh, wow. Whoa. We're going to get Mayweather's father to train LA. Man, I'm doing this in good taste, and I'm going to be quite all right. In the spirit of it all, to change up the monotony of everything really quickly, can you please tell me what one of Claressa's favorite foods are? Let's see. Let's spin this around to another portion. Then we'll get back to everything. Gosh, darn it. I think I did it again. Oh, wait a second. Did it just show? Can you please me what one of favorite foods? I think I'm running my computer too much. It's starting to act up. But this is a small computer. But it is a Chrome laptop. And it's so cute, y'all. It's a cute little Chrome device. So on the lighter note, really quickly, then we'll spin the block back on Claressa and the boxing situation. I asked, can you please tell me what is one of Claressa Shields' favorite foods? According to AI, one of Claressa Shields' absolute favorite foods is the steak sandwich from Big John Steak and Onion. Oh my gosh, she is definitely from where I'm from. There are not any Big John Steak and Onions here. Big John Steak and Onions is everything. Big John Steak and Onions. That's gonna have to be a whole nother separate video. Wow. Wow. That's gonna have to be a whole separate video. What is one of Wow. That's what I'm gonna have to talk about my next video, because I do have it in my notes. I wanted to ask about what's going on with Claressa Shields today in hopes that it would have told me about the petition. Excuse me. But since it didn't, my cool peeps ended up telling me. So what I do have in my digital notes, I do want to make a video about counting all the positive things about Claressa. So I think tomorrow when I talk about her, I want to talk specifically about her favorite foods. So one of the favorite foods is Big John steak and onions. Oh my gosh, y'all. If y'all haven't gone to Michigan and had a Big John steak and onion, ooh, y'all missing out. You want to talk about heaven on earth. That food is so good. So I'm going to take my highlighter out of here, because when I'm on live stream sometimes and when I disconnect, and leave for the day on live stream, I may forget some of my notes. So digitally wise. So if I don't write it down, I may not do it. So I'm putting that on there. So if you are enjoying the Claressa Shields content, feel free to join me tomorrow. I will be talking about her again, but it'll be something positive, because I want to That's just how I am. That's just how I am. So I'm definitely going to be talking about some of her favorite foods. But right now, we'll keep it strictly to this boxing thing. Before I get out of here, because I think we're getting close to the end in reference to the boxing, but I'm quite sure as time goes on, more stuff will come up for us to talk about. I will go over what we've covered today. Coney dogs and Halo Burger. Oh, what you know about Halo Burger? Y'all need to stop. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop it right now. Leave alone. Like the guy said and scream, leave her alone. All right, I'm going to bookmark this. But yeah, at the beginning of this, I did provide some nice strategies on how the ship can avoid being completely turned into a sunken ship, on how they can turn this thing around to save Claressa. But we'll save all that for another video. So this is what I have so far. Look, I actually have to turn the page over. That's how much writing I've been doing for today. So live stream video to today is Claressa Shields. Basically, what's going on with Claressa as of today, Monday, May 25th, 2026. This is what we've gone over today in this video. I did not know that Jake Paul banned Claressa. Can you please list the massive multi-fight deal can you please list the massive multi-fight deal she have coming up? Why did she turn down a marvelous opportunity to sign with Jake Paul? Claressa's petition to stop boxing. We talked about that. Can you please tell me more about the face-to-face situation with Claressa and Baumgartner? We covered and talked about, do you think the Olympics will strip Claressa of her medals? We talked about that. Did Jake Paul make additional statements after his decision? And there's a couple other things my cool piece talked about that are a little too dark that I don't want to expound on. I know with me talking about celebrities, it's coming from a different place. Claressa isn't a dummy, so she'll be able to know what energy I'm coming from. But I do want to talk about her because I'm curious. We're from the same state, and my city is next door to hers. She is from Flint, Fly-INT, and not from 989 Saginaw, Sag Nasty. So I was curious to see what was really going on with her. I'm having a good time talking about her, and I do look forward to covering her again tomorrow. I do have a Claressa Shields playlist, my cool peeps. When you go to my homepage, it's got a welcome video if you haven't subscribed. It's got a couple other channels that I have, and then Hercules the Shark, Fusion Friday Music, and it's got celebrity news playlist. So in the celebrity news playlist, you'll see the Claressa Shields playlist as well. I am surprised, quite frankly, of this wonderful turnout I had. Usually my videos, when I go live stream horizontally, they don't pull in numbers at all. And I know it's because I'm talking about Claressa Shields and everything, but still, usually I get more views when I stream what is this, hamburger hot dog, when I stream vertically. So since I'm streaming more comfortably horizontally, you guys really did a good job. So thank you for stopping in. This may be your first time coming over here, so welcome in. I have a lot of other celebrity news and things topics, so if you are here just for celebrity news, you're not going to be disappointed because I have a whole celebrity news categories if you want to fish around into there. Thank you so much for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, or just passing through. I really want Claressa to win. I do not like her. It's just like watching a family member they have the magic touch. You see them going up and up and up and up, but you also see when you go up and up and up, there's other temptations out there that other family members may never um, get to encounter. So keeping all that in mind, new level, new devil, Claressa is up there. Heaven knows what battle she's fighting, and it's all new to her. So how could her family relate? But there comes a time too where relatability and common sense simplicity has to walk a fine line. Now I may not be completely educated, but I do know that what she did in reference to Melissa Baumgartner was wrong. I do know that much for sure. So I'm rooting for Claressa. I don't want to see her go down bad. This is me sending love from me to her. I want her to win. And until next time, my cool peeps, I will see you tomorrow, 5 a.m. in the morning for Cartoon Tuesdays for my regularly scheduled time. And then after that, I will go live and talk more about Claressa Shields, talking about what her favorite foods are. Thank you so much for your support. We have a survey here. Do you know who boxer Claressa Shields is? 97% of my cool peeps said yes, and just 3% said no. Thank you for voting. Thank you so much for your time and continue to have a great day. See y'all tomorrow morning. Bye.